Let's talk about the Elite 11. Steve, you were out there. Thanks to the red-eye flight, you are back home. We're able to talk about it now. What are some of your observations and intel from the Elite 11?
Well, let's start with Diabell, headed to Texas, five-star quarterback. He is the guy that checks all the boxes for me at the position from a talent standpoint, intangibles, leadership. He is the guy that is the can't miss player at the position, in my opinion, in this 2026 cycle. And then Texas A&M quarterback commit Helaman Kasuga. He has really shown well at the Elite 11 finals, won the Pro Day competition per our Charles Power last night, the top performer on the second day of the Elite 11 finals camp. So Texas A&M and Texas should be ecstatic about where they stand at the quarterback position in this 2026 class.
How about some recruiting intel? What else did you learn at the Elite 11 finals?
Yeah, let's start with Bo Bentley out of Salina, Texas, their state champion quarterback coming down to Oklahoma and LSU. I'm expecting a decision in the near future for Bo Bentley, talking to him, talking to his dad at the event. I think he's starting to get an idea of where he wants to go. It's about locking it in. In the spring, LSU grabbed some momentum. They continue to set the bar following his official visit, but Oklahoma cannot be discounted. They got the last visit. It's the program we grew up rooting for. The relationship with Coach Arbuckle, John Mateer, direction of the program, Venables, proximity to home. There's some exciting factors for Oklahoma going on here, but he loves the quarterback development at LSU. I think Oklahoma has the biggest financial package on the table, but LSU's not far off. Bo Bentley closing in on his college decision here. Matt Pontastowski, he is putting on a show out there at the Elite 11 finals as well. He's the Ohio Gatorade Player of the Year for football and baseball. He's been in the top 5 of Charles Power's top performers on both days, was fantastic during his pro day. He's taking his official visit to Oregon this weekend, decision coming soon after that. Alabama was maybe the program that was leading for Matt Pontastowski coming into the week, but the Crimson Tide flipped Jet Tamala from Iowa State. Now, Alabama's still looking to take 2 quarterbacks. So Matt Pontastowski still looking strongly at Alabama. So is Bryson Beaver, who's at the Elite 11 finals. But Oregon this weekend visited Kentucky again right before coming out to Los Angeles for the Elite 11 finals. Sat down with Bush Hamden, their offensive coordinator, talked to NIL. Kentucky's baseball program is one where he could be an instant impact player in their lineup. I think that Kentucky is the program to watch, with Alabama and Oregon still very much in play for Matt Pontastowski. Bryson Beavers, he too is looking at Alabama, Ole Miss, and Oregon. He will be at Oregon this weekend. There is some buzz around the Ducks for him, but he had a fantastic visit to Ole Miss, watched a lot of Jackson Dart during the season, kind of patterns his game a little bit after Jackson Dart. So that was an exciting visit and a program to watch for Bryson Beavers. And then you have Landon Duckworth, top 100 quarterback recruit per the On3 industry. It's down to South Carolina and Auburn. He told me he will be at South Carolina this weekend for a return visit after visiting Auburn last weekend. My On3 RPM is on the Gamecocks for Landon Duckworth, and I like where that stands, but Auburn is giving him a lot to think about down the stretch.
All right, 2 more quarterbacks I want to talk about. We'll start with 5-star Ryder Lyons. 2 more quarterbacks I want to talk about that were not at the Elite 11, need some intel, and we'll start with 5-star quarterback Ryder Lyons.
Well, he has his decision date now. He's going to come off the board June 24th. Hayes Fawcett, first to report that. He's coming off a fantastic visit to Oregon. Look, he already knows everything about Oregon, the offense, the style of play, the Heisman Trophy finalists, the quarterbacks in the league. No coach has recruited him harder than Will Stein. He feels very comfortable around the Ducks. This official visit, he was able to get around more of the power players that could be beneficial to Oregon athletes off the field. And it's a chance to win a national championship. Now he goes to BYU this weekend. That's a program that aligns with his faith. He's going to take an LDS mission following his senior year for 1 year. Several family members have attended school at BYU. Those connections are strong. And from an NIL standpoint, I expect BYU to be where they need to be in the Ryder Lyons hunt as well. So big official visit to BYU this weekend, stacking them up with Oregon. and we'll have an answer soon on where Ryder Lyons is playing this college football. My On3 RPM is on Oregon. I think it's up to BYU to change that.
All right, let's talk about Jayden O'Neal. He's coming off that Florida State visit, and he's committed to Oklahoma, but the flip talk is buzzing around his name.
Yeah, talking to Jayden O'Neal's camp, talking to some sources that spent time with him in Tallahassee this week. Florida State is the program definitely trending for Jayden O'Neal in his recruitment right now. Now, I still expect him to take his official visit to Oklahoma this weekend, so we'll see what happens during a return visit to the Sooners campus. But Florida State has all the momentum with Jayden O'Neal right now.